Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your February, woof, that's an interesting card, 2020 Love and General Reading. I'm GemstoneTarot and you are Sagittarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, Cross Watchers, anyone is welcome, okay? So let's have a looky-see. Energies for February. February is a tricksy month because we've got Mercury going retrograde in Pisces on the 17th. I know. What can I say? Oof, okay. Very interesting. When Mercury goes retrograde in Pisces, all bets are off when it comes to sense, okay? It does make sense, but it makes sense in a really weird way. It's very paradoxical energy. Just drinking my vitamin drink. Wow. Itchy nose. Wow. Interesting, my lovely Sagittarians. Okay, there will be an extended reading and the link will be in the description box. This is like a month of two halves almost for you. You're definitely, you know, I often, and I don't know why this is, but in my daily tarot stuff, I often fall back on gardening metaphors. Now, if you saw my garden, as the actress said to the bishop, you would just be like, why is this woman talking to me about gardening? Look at this swamp outside. I'm a terrible gardener. I've killed every houseplant I've ever had. So I don't know why it keeps coming up, but it's coming up, so we're going to talk about it. When you want to plant a garden, you've definitely, even I know, you've got to dig over the soil. And when you dig over the soil, there's all like bits of big rocks and there's all bits of old china, which is quite fascinating. And sometimes there's some cat stuff and, you know, all kinds of grossness. And you've got to till it and you've got to dig it out and you've got to get rid of the weeds and anything that is untrue for growing, okay? There is an element of that for you in February. Something is a bit sneaky. This card was like, when I was doing the shuffle, I was very drawn to this card. I was like, gotta have that one, gotta have that one. Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords is someone making off with these five swords and leaving two behind. And you get the feeling he's like looking over his shoulder. You get the feeling he's pretty pleased with himself. There's a circus in the background. Now, in my experience, when I studied Shakespeare and Aphra Behn, okay, this was a long time ago, we did this thing that I found very fascinating about if misdeeds are going to happen, they happen when the circus is in town. Because, you know, in those old-fashioned kind of plays, which are still great, there'll be a masked ball. There'll be a time when it's dark, a circus comes, the landscape looks different, and people aren't what they seem, okay? So this could be a conference, this could be going to a festival, would be particularly like where a small place is erected that looks like a little town and there are different rules and there are different people and all that kind of stuff. When the circus comes to your town, Sagittarius, in February, and the circus could be Mercury retrograde, where things are backwards and forwards, or people are saying what they don't mean and not saying what they do mean, and paradoxical things are just flinging around everywhere. Just watch out for what someone may be trying to make off with, or just if someone is being dishonest, you're going to have very short shrift for this. Because right next to that Seven of Wands, okay, I got the 10. Sorry, Seven of Swords, I got the 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands is Saturn in Sagittarius. So Sagittarians shouldn't be carrying great loads of wands. You're ruled by Jupiter. Jupiter is a planet of freedom and expansion, okay? You're supposed to be like this. You can't be like this and shouldering all the wands. Seven of Swords, guys, looking back, I've given him all that to carry, and while he's carrying it, I'll make off with these swords, okay? Be careful if this is to do with work, that you are not being bogged down by an enormous load of responsibility so that somebody else can make off with something. It's important. Now, diddly 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 do. I don't know what I'm doing there. Okay. Because the wheels are turning in February. Now, I'm saying this to all signs. February is not a month to lock something down, okay? It is not a month to lock something down. If you've got Mercury retrograde, you don't, if you can help it, you don't sign things off, okay? You sort of open them out. You expect chaos. But for you, things are starting up. If you imagine, like, I'm thinking of a water wheel, and I don't know why I'm riding a bike or doing some bad swimming, but I'm thinking dynamos, okay? Dynamos are starting for you. I've got these two cards next to each other. The Wheel of Fortune, the wheel's turning, Major Arcana, number 10, boils down to a 1. Prime mover, things starting, okay? Wheel of Fortune, the 4 fixed signs around it. So, Leo, Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio, okay? Oof. The 4 different elements, earth, I always want to say earth, wind and fire. Earth, fire, air, water. Things are stirring. It's quite big. You know, it's, when you get the Wheel of Fortune, it's a destiny card. It's Major Arcana. And then next to it, which is a rather gorgeous little thing, the Ace of Pentacles. That's a portal. That is new beginnings, but very physical. Now, some people think the year starts with the astrological year, so it starts with Aries, okay? This could definitely be the case for you because February is taken up with the Mercury retrograde weirdness, and then March is kind of taken up with some retrograde and Piscean weirdness as well. But then as we move to, there's a new moon in Aries about the 23rd, 24th of March. Yeah. That's when I think you start cooking. But February, don't count it out as a non-month, okay? Made my hair go weird. Because the weirdness of February is what takes you to this different destiny, actually. That's big. Okay. 8 of Pentacles. Sun in Virgo, what you do for a living, how you make your pentacles. This is usually a bit of a 9 to 5 card. He's made the pentacles, he makes them all the same, he's good at his job, he takes pride in his work and he nails it to the wall, okay? It's right next to the ace. This means you either get a pay rise, a promotion, or you change what you're doing or how you do that. Destiny has some kind of thing in it. Well, that sounded good, didn't it? Destiny has something to do with it because it's underpinned by that Wheel of Fortune. Now, make no bones of it, you're a lucky sign, okay? Saggies are lucky. And Wheel of Fortune is a pretty lucky card. Okay, the trick when it comes to this month, into February, is to be able to hold the yeses and the nos at the same time, 2 of Swords. Until that new moon in March, you're going to be holding contradictions, hopes and fears, love and hate, secrets and lies, okay? Hold them all. Hold all of the chaos. That's my holding all of the chaos. For some of you, there may be divine relationship stuff. Your overall energy card is this lovely, fruity, gorgeous 4 of Wands. Delicious. I love the yellow. If you see it, I mean, I was going to say, if you see a lot of yellow in a tarot card, it's good. But you know what? We're looking there at the 7 of Swords. Maybe not. Okay. 4 of Wands, often to do with homestead, relationships. It can be 11-11, okay? It's, for some of you, this is very auspicious. It's nice. You've got 2 queens in the reading. Queen of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, okay? And then the Queen of Pentacles, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. 2 very different queens. You may be dealing with a water sign, you may be dealing with an earth sign, but it's water and earth issues coming together, okay? There's a potential for something here, but it's not yet. I will say the 11/11 is the 4th month of the year. Things for you are happening in April a lot. But you can't get away with just waiting till then, you know. This is really, really important. 5 of Cups, you are also letting go of disappointments, sorrows and grief, okay? This person is grieving over the 3 cups that are lost, what has been lost, and 2 cups remain. Now, when you get the 10 of Wands and the 7 of Swords in a reading, there is definitely a letting go of grief burdens. And then in comes the Star. We're never upset to see the Star, okay? Beautiful energy of hope, literally hope, wishes and dreams. Now, Saggy, what you are particularly good at is hoping, wishing and dreaming, but for you it often comes true, okay? It's very important that no matter what happens in February, and there will be circuses coming to town, shenanigans and casseroles of nonsense, okay, that you maintain your chipper, hopeful, cheery exterior, okay, that you can hold the 2 contradictions peacefully and know that something good is coming out of it, okay? Let's have a look at your love cards. In the extended reading, I'm going to look into the 7 of Swords because I'm very intrigued. I'm also going to have a look at further at your love life because it's a bit peaky at the moment, as in it's a bit like you can take a little peek, but it's not telling you much or enough. Okay. Chuck Spezzano's love cards. I love that card. It is that one. You get the problem card of drought. This woman like picking over the dry bones of her emotional desert. Tumbleweeds, old carcasses and nothing grows. Okay, you may be feeling like that. Some of you may be feeling single AF, okay? Just bear that in mind. April-ish. We get, I always think this looks like a Pokemon card. We get the healing card of self-worth. I get a message, find your heart and stick to it. Don't really know what that means, but I like it. And then we get the healing card of commitment. Notice how many kind of portals are coming up. Got that portal there in the Ace of Pentacles. That is a portal. And there's 2 on that one. We've got the rainbow at the end, and then we've got the love portal, okay? Some kind of relationship stuff is coming your way that is very predestined. It feels very predestined. It somehow goes back a long way. I don't really understand how. But keep it in mind, okay? Manage to hold that without anxiety. It's an important message. I'm going to take a Brian and Wendy Frood card, yes. Heart of the Fairy Oracle. I love that card. Okay, I'm going to take those. Right, beware of these people. The Prince of Shadows. That could be you, it could be someone else. It's a shadow side of something, 7 of Swords. And the Lady of Sorrows. That's a shadow side of a female, shadow side of a male. Okay, masculine and feminine shadow sides. Then you get the big behind. And this is where a fairy, you see things from another angle. Okay, Wheel of Fortune, Ace of Pentacles. Things are not going to stay the same for you, Sagittarius, which is great. Sagittarius is a mutable sign. You love and thrive on change, okay? But you're a part of that change in February. You're a part of it. You've got to find a way of holding the 2 contradictions. The Oracle card you get is Blessed. The Blessed Little Prawn. I love that card. It's what Sagittarians are, you know. You are blessed. You need to remember that with the Star card. And when it comes to work as well, don't let anyone make off with your worth while burdening you, okay? It's really important. Healing with the Angels card, we get ideas and inspiration. I love that. That's that Star card. Whether it's to do with romance or whether it's to do with work, okay? Stay on top of your Sagittarius game. Stay dreaming, stay lucky, think wide, expansive and big, no matter what curveballs February throws, okay? Speaking of which, I'm going to go and do the extended reading, so come and join me. The link's in the description box. Subscribe to the channel and hit the wiggly bell wherever it is, and I'll see you soon, Saggy. Namaste.